Okay, is it better now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, so let's go back to our chart. So I was saying that from USD/JPY is bullish. From the monthly time frame is showing that bullishness. But the problem we have right now is that where is this bullishness going to what? Going to stop? And we come down to weekly to also look at what the market is doing. We can see that you can see this leg down, and we see this internal, right? Though this internal did not actually reversed from the PD array. See, this internal did not reverse from. If you measure this down here. Now you know candle here. There's a fair value gap that is below 50. Price tap into it and sold. Then after that, what next? Where is the next area that price may likely reverse? Where is the internal? Because this external. Where is the internal that price is meant to reverse from? And that internal, you can see, is this fair value gap. You can see this fair value gap here has not been tapped in. Though price made an attempt, but it didn't tap into that fair value gap. Price came back again. It still did not take out this external, but what? It gave you another low here that is still not lower than this. So now price is currently bullish. Where is it like going to reverse from? So we are expecting that this market push further to this FVG here and reverse downwards. So that is what we are expecting out of price. And for us to do that, to see where we can make an entry, we simply step down to a daily to see what the market is doing. And from what we are seeing here, you can also agree with me that the market is actually forming a higher high here. We're seeing this higher high. You see this higher high here. The market tap into the breaker block. You tap into this breaker block here, and you zoom up, right? So now we also see another break of structure here. We can also see another break of structure here. And the market, where is the market likely going to tap into? That is the question right now. Where is the market likely going to tap into? Now, two places that we are seeing in this market. Let me zoom it out. So you can see it. Now, we already have this leg. We already have this leg here. This leg. So let's say we're placing our feet tool. We take it down up here. That is the high. So where is the price likely going to pull back into? Remember, we say anything below 50. And you can see we have a break of structure here. So the last bearish candle before that break of structure is this particular one here. This other block, this red candle, which also align with the 50 and below. You can see. So that this big point of interest actually cover up to below the 50%. That's point number one, where we'll be looking out for a buy from. Another point number two, where we're going to be looking at that from, is a fair value gap. We can see a fair value gap here, right? This fair value gap here, between here. So we're also expecting price to pull back into this fair value gap for us to look for our buy. So these are the two places, PD arrays that are presenting themselves to us on this market. So we're looking to buy from either here or here. So that is the direction we want to go on USD/JPY. So buy from any of these two zones here, we are good. So to look for that buy upwards. So that is our expectation on USD/JPY this week. So we're expecting this to happen. Any of these two, we're looking for a buy. So if you do not get your entry from here, then you definitely get your entry from here. So that is USD/JPY. So we're going to be looking at the next one. Remember, I only analyze my preferred pairs, which are about 4 of them: USD JPY, gold, Euro USD, GPUSD. So anyone you have in mind, you have the time to start typing it now, so that as I'm analyzing my own, I'll also be looking at your own as well. So now we have gold. We have gold seated here looking at us. So now let's analyze gold together. From the higher time frame, as you all know, that's what I love doing. I like starting my analysis from the what? The higher time frame. Now we can see from here that gold has been very, very bullish. It has been bullish, right? All this while it's been bullish. But right now, we now saw the last month. The last month was also very bullish. But something happened during that last month. There was a push down. There was a push down. So which means this market actually, the buyers actually put this market to this level, but the sellers ended up pushing it down. Now, if you take your fib 2 and you measure the low and the high of this candle, you can see if you push it down, you see that so you see that the buyers actually start losing control from here. So start having control from here. So now, just a minute, please. Just a minute. All right, so I was saying, you can see that there was the buyers push it down here, and the sellers, that if the sellers push it down, the sellers push it down even below 50. You see, okay, let me do this. Let me do it from the seller's perspective, so it will be easier. Look at it from up here, down here. Yes, this is better. So you can see that the sellers push this market beyond repair downward. So they push it beyond repair downward. So now that they have sustained this market downward beyond repair, so what we're going to be doing here is check something. The sellers are actually in control. That's what the volume, this analysis is speaking. The language this market is telling us is that the sellers are actually in control. They have taken over from the buyers. That's why they push it, and it is now below what? 50. So now there's anything that will make, let's even check this. This is the 50%. And that is what? The battle line. The battle line has been drawn. Remember I told you that this market is a fight between the sellers and the buyers. So now the battle line has been drawn. And anything that will make this market, this price, to come anything above 50, the sellers will strike. But the only thing that will make us to know if the sellers will strike is to know the kind of PD array that is staying above this 50%. So when you go to weekly, we can see that the sellers came, they pushed this first candle, but they could not overthrow this guy, this bullish candle here. The another seller came, they push, the buyers send it back. It not close below this candle. So now let's go, but then we know that the battle line has been drawn. And also, also neglect the power of the higher time frame. So we'll go down. Remember, we started this from the monthly, right? The monthly, we're actually working according to the script of the monthly. Now we'll now step down to the daily. We'll now find out that what is happening. If these buyers eventually attempt to go up here, what are the measures the sellers has put in place to win this war? And looking from here upward, we can see that there is a bullish candle here. Sorry, there is a bearish engulfing candlestick here. That is their giant, that is their Goliath, that is standing firm and say, if this thing come here, we'll kill it. Also, things to note here is that within that, their bouncer, which is their Goliath, their giant, we also have a fair value gap created there. Remember I told that this red is a battle line that has been drawn. Now, if you look at this one here, between here, let's point out our fair value gap. This is a fair value gap here. So anything that will make this market to go up above 50, remember this is our 50, right? This is our 50. Anything that will make this market to go above 50, it will find back to sender. And this is the place where the market will work, will reverse. So the market will definitely reverse from here for a sell. So that is our expectation on gold. So gold, I am looking forward to what? To sell gold down. And if I'm selling gold down, where am I likely going to cash out from? The first point where I'm going to be cashing out from is the low below last month. I'll be looking for to cash out below last month. This is the low of last month. Let me show this. So I'll be expecting to cash out first cash out point will be this place. So, and that will be a very good, remember this gold, that will give you a very massive profit. So this will be like how many? Oh, this is massive. Let's not even talk about this. Is massive. So this is where I'm going to expect to sell gold from. So now that we already know that gold is going to sell, then we may likely look for opportunity for a buy if we want. If we cannot wait, we can decide to look for opportunity for a buy. You know, buy up into this area here. That's another thing you want to look out for. And from here, we can also see something happening here. We can see that the market is forming a higher lows here, a higher low, right? And here probably a higher high. Then let's go down to 1 hour to see if we can find our way in. You see, that higher high, higher lows. And of course, the market is coming down again. Where is it likely going to tap into? From this leg up, of course, you know that this high has been broken, right? So, and all of these now, these are internal, this external, and this internal. So where is the market likely to pull back into? Where is the market likely pulling back to? Now, the first pullback, the market pulled back into 60%, and into that 60%, there is no firm, what do you call it, internal that we can find there. There's no firm internal that we can find there, right? So, but then we'll look again, we'll find out that there's a fair value gap between these candles here. There's a fair value gap between this candle here. So we'll be expecting that the market pull back into this area, which is a very good discount zone. That price pull back into this zone, and we'll look for that buy up here. So give or take, gold is good for, if you can catch this move up here, that's a very good catch. If you can catch that, that's a very good catch for gold. So if you can catch this up there, you have done very well. You have done very, very well on gold. So, and gold, with what I'm seeing, I think gold is my best pair so far to look at this particular week. So I'll be expecting to buy gold from here upward, right? So that is expectation, your expectation from this. You can see how we are breaking this thing down, how we're breaking it down, and it's making a lot of sense to us, right? So now let's go ahead to also look for another pair. So if you have questions, you can always ask me, don't forget. And any pair you want to like, any pair you want me to analyze, do well to bring it on, and we're going to do that. So here we're expecting a buy, right? We're expecting a buy. Even though you set your pending order, let me show you something. On gold, even if you set your pending order and you say, okay, my pending order is here, and you're using this as your stop loss, anything below here as your stop loss, and you are targeting, remember, you are targeting here. That is massive. That is massive profit. That will give you about how many percent? It's massive. It's massive. So depends. So just keep an eye on gold for a buy, and don't forget that the overall direction on gold this month is sell, right? From where we started so far, the overall direction is a sell. So now let's go into Euro USD. Let's see what Euro USD is also telling us. What is Euro USD telling us? Okay, so Euro USD. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the monthly as well, and we're going to be looking at gold. Euro USD. Now, Euro USD, if we look at what Euro USD is doing, overall, we have a low here, we have a low here, that is on monthly basis, right? And aside from that, we also have something very, very interesting. We have a fair value gap here. We have a fair value gap here. Consider fair value gap there. Right? So, and you can also see that fair value gap, that price tap into it. You see that how it tapped into that fair value gap, right? You can see it there. It tapped into that fair value gap. And that is why you see that the market is coming down. And don't also forget that this is external and this is also external. Right? We're having external here. So now, on this external, where is the market likely going to pull back into as an internal before you continue to go up? Since on monthly it's already showing us that the market is trending up. It's an uptrend, right? So where is the market likely going to pull back into? Now, remember, anything below 50 is what? Is discount. Now, the market will definitely going to pull back into this fair value gap. This fair value gap here, which is actually below 50%. So that's the discount level. That's where the market, we are expecting the market to pull back to before you continue to go upward. So now that I already know that Euro USD is going to come to this level before you're going to go up, then it now gives us confidence to look for what? A sell. So come down to weekly to look at what the market is doing. You can see the break of structure here and the market is coming down. Yes. Let's go to daily to actually see where to enter. Because now you can see on daily, you can see what the market is doing here. The market came in here after I tap into that monthly fair value gap. He came here, start giving you a bearish move, right? This is a low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, this is a lower high. So what else do you expect the market to do? This is another lower low here. So we expect a pullback. We expect a pullback. We're expecting a pullback here. This is the break of structure, just like we have here break of structure and the market pullback and all of that. So that's exactly what we'll do, what we're going to look for. And you find out that when the market pulled back, it pulled back into this other block and sold. This one also, when it break it, it pulled back into this other block as well and sold. So now, where is the market going to pull back to? We are seeing another block here where the market may likely pull back to before that sell happens. So we're expecting a pullback into this level, and we are now going to what? Enter the trade and sell Euro USD. So we're looking for a sell on Euro USD. And if we are selling, we're going to sell down here. So prepare, Euro USD is going to what? It's going to sell, it's going to drop. So we are selling down to this level on Euro USD. Okay, so now And lastly, I'm going to be looking at Gbpusd. That will be my last pair here before I take my leave. And like I say, if you have any pair, drop it on the chat, or for now remain silent. Okay, so here on our monthly as well, we're also looking at what price is doing. On monthly, break of structure, higher highs, higher lows, and higher high. So what do you think the market is doing as well? It's coming for an internal. It's coming for an internal. So this is external, this is internal. So what is the market going to do? Let's check where the market may likely drop to. Here, the market is showing us this that is coming down. So anything below 50 is discount. And from what we are seeing here right now, it's not showing us, we're not seeing a clear, it's not very clear where the market may like. All we know that it's going to be below 50 before you continue to go up. It's not clear where it's going to do, or maybe we can say this other block here. We can mark this other block here. We can also mark the other block, this other block here. Since we do not see fair value gap, so let's see what other block would do. So we can go down to weekly now and see what is going to happen. On weekly, let's see if that other block align with anything we are familiar with. Yes, it actually aligned, but this has also formed a fair value gap before. It has confirmed, has filled it in. So eventually this is going to come back into another block, not a fair value gap. So we're expecting the price to come back into a fair value gap, another block zone. So now it is not clear that this market is going down. As you can see, we have a high, and we have a low, we have another high, lower high, and we have a lower low now. So what do we expect again? We expect a pullback, and we're going to be looking for that sell. So Gbpusd, we're looking for a sell. And now that it has broken this particular low, this low has been broken. So where is the market likely going to pull back to? We expect that the market pull back into this zone here. We expect that the market pull back into that zone in there, and we'll be expecting our sell. So if you look at it, of course, that's on a good area. So we're going to be looking out for a sell on this particular zone. So we expect market to pull back into this zone, and we'll frame our entry positions, and we'll sell down to this level where we're going to be looking for our buy. So that is all for today. Let me check on the chat box and see if somebody is communicating to me. Okay, I should check BTC. Okay, all right, I'll check BTC. So let's go to BTC. Okay, so BTC is also showing some kind of, on monthly as well, is showing a downward momentum. On monthly as well, we're also seeing a place that the market may likely want to start bouncing back from, and that is this area. On weekly, let's see what weekly is telling us.